Good day, sir. I am Joan Bungatuluha, third year, taking the course of Bachelor of Science in Information System. Sometimes acting in immoral manners means individuals must sacrifice their own short-term interests to benefit society. Individuals who go against this standard may be considered immoral. Is there a fixed morality? Morality isn't fixed. What's considered acceptable in your culture might not be acceptable in other culture. Geographical regions, family, and life experiences all influence morals. Most morals aren't fixed. They usually shift and change over the time. Ideas about whether certain behaviors are moral, for example, such as engaging in premarital sex, entering into same-sex relationship, and using cannabis have shifted over time. While the bulk of population once viewed this behavior as wrong, the vast majority of the population now finds these activities as acceptable. In some regions, culture and religion using contraception is considered immoral. In other parts of the world, some people consider contraception the moral thing to do as it reduces unplanned pregnancy, manage the population, and reduce the risk of STD. In everyday life, we tend to think of morality as warm and fuzzy. As being good, it might include virtues such as compassion, empathy, clarity, and self-sacrifice. We often contrast our moral tendencies with our more aggressive or deceptive impulses. But once we realize that morality is from a functional standpoint an inherently group-based affair, we can see that it has a much darker side. Indeed, human societies typically enforce institutional punishment in which many individuals within a given group must participate. Morality involves judgment, shame, and inclusion as much as kindness. Given this picture, we should expect human beings to extend moral consideration to members of their own group, while at the same time, ruthlessness exploiting people from other groups. In short, we should expect evaluating to have produced a human moral psychology that is group and strategic nature. There is a fixed morality, but that comes with a double standard morality as well. We have such a high standard about what is morally correct and wrong, and we forget the fact that these are coming from a perfect perspective in life. Definitely, morality is existing, but is not fixed because it evolves over the time, and it seeks answers to the needs of the time, just like technology is evolving every day. This could be explained how a couple bring their child to the doctor, then later to the spiritista. We could interpret in this example that they first went to a scientific based kind of healing, then to center their attention to their beliefs. There are also examples of how evolution has been discussed. Young parents bring up their children in a manner different from how they were brought up. This applies to the evolution I have noticed, because we cannot make a conclusion that the way the parents had been brought up by their respective parents is morally wrong, but rather they just seems to adjust the way they are going to raise their child through the needs of the time. Another example, though it doesn't talk about the evolution, it talks about a certain period of time. Illiterate parents are eager to send their children to school even if they themselves did not go to school. Last example is about the thing I have mentioned, which is the double standard morality. A married man who flirts with someone else other than his wife seems acceptable, but a married woman who flirts with another man is condemned.